This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs come seeking an investment from the sharks. 5 powerful self-made investors worth billions. Last season, the sharks invested over $5 million in products and businesses. This season, the stakes are even higher.
Would you go up to $4 million?
And the sharks are even richer.
What if I offered you $1.25 million? Hey, Mark, when I become a billionaire, can I negotiate with people like that?
In the tank, the sharks are ready to invest using their own money.
Is there a number you would take to sell the whole company? One check. You don't have $1 million business yet.
But only for the right person with the right business.
I know that this is a billion-dollar industry.
And if the sharks hear a good idea, they'll fight each other for a piece of it.
Mark, you're saying screw the other sharks. Yep, that's kind of a bully, look at me, I'm the big guy in the schoolyard tactic, and I don't like to play that way.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I believe in this more than anything else.
I had my eye on you when I came in here.
We're about to make you a millionaire just like that.
Who are the sharks? Kevin O'Leary knows how to make money. He started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran, this fiery real estate mogul, turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John turned rags to riches with his clothing brand FUBU, which has grossed over $6 billion in worldwide retail sales. Robert Herjavec, the son of a factory worker turned technology mogul, sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And tonight, Mark Cuban, this self-made billionaire, started out as a paperboy and now is a media mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is Nikki Pope with a money-saving idea to help parents entertain their kids.
I'm Nikki Pope. I live in Los Angeles, California, and my company is Toy Guru. Look what I have! Yay! I have 13 nieces and nephews, and they absolutely love playing with toys. I call them my playtime professionals. The problem is they get bored with those toys really quickly. That is what inspired me and my husband to create Toy Guru. Toy Guru offers a cost-effective way not only for parents to declutter their homes, but to keep their kids challenged and entertained. My husband and I don't have any kids yet, but we would definitely like to, and an investment from the sharks would mean that we would have the stability we need to start a family of our own. My dream for my company is that every family who has children who love to play with toys will use Toy Guru, and I really hope the sharks will help make that happen. Hi guys, my name is Nikki. My company is Toy Guru, and I am asking for $100,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. Toy Guru solves a problem that millions of families face every day. I have 11 brothers and sisters, and I am lucky enough to have 13 outstanding nieces and nephews, all under the age of 8. One thing that I've noticed is that my siblings are purchasing toy after toy for their kids. Their playrooms, their living rooms, their bedrooms are cluttered with toys that were purchased, played with for a few weeks, and now are left completely untouched. Toy Guru solves that problem and more. My company is the Netflix for toys. Consumers can go to my website, pick a plan that's right for them, fill their wish list with toys that they would like to receive, and I ship those toys right to their door. The great thing about my company is, when their kids get bored with or outgrow those toys, they just throw them in the box, use the return label that we provided, send them back to us, and we send them their next box of toys.
Can I just see your snail? I just want to see what the quality is like.
Absolutely.
And how many toys are in your catalog?
We have over 300 different types of toys.
What is the servicing of it? You know, the toys come back. Obviously, kids are not the cleanest, so you got drool on the toys. You have bed bugs.
Would they have pee-pee and poo-poo on the toys?
Maybe. There has to be a process. People have to be hired to do this.
With our company, the cleaning is the most important, and so the toy gets sanitized.
And you shrink wrap it?
And we shrink wrap it every time.
Who else is doing this, Nikki?
There is not another company that is doing this.
So, Nikki, what about the damage?
In 6 months, we had 0 toys that we had to completely replace. If a child does break the toy, we sell it to the member at a discounted cost.
Nikki, walk us through your business model. How do you make money?
All of our members obviously pay a monthly membership fee. We have plans that start at $35 a month, and they go all the way up to $89 a month.
It's a lot.
$35 a month?
Right.
And how many families pay you that?
We did a soft launch with 500 members. It was basically like a test launch. They were all paying $42 a month for a box of toys that's worth over $200.
So you're saying basically it costs them about $500 a year.
Exactly, which is great because the average family spends anywhere between $1,200 and $1,400 a year.
And tell me again, the cost per toy box that you ship was $200, did you say? And what's your cost on the toys that you're shipping?
On the box of toys, it's going to be anywhere between $50 to $85, $90.
2.5 months you break even. Right.
That's exactly right.
Nikki, how do you scale it up? How do you make this a big business?
All we need is more marketing, more exposure. In the small amount of time that we had our 500 customers, just by word of mouth, we got a waiting list of over 1,000 people ready to
Nikki,
sign.
I think that's a great idea. Let me ask you this. If the business begins to grow, does it suck up a ton of cash?
Nikki, for every $1 million of sales, how much do I have to put in to buy inventory of toys?
Just in toys.
Just in toys, $64,000. That's going to cover a year of toys.
Okay, Nikki, I've heard enough. The problem is, you don't have $1 million business yet. You're asking me to pay you as if your business is worth $1 million, and it's not. But I want to be an investor in it. You have a good idea. This is interesting. So, this is a leap of faith for me because I have to think you're going to grow this thing. Do you have any partners? You're doing this on your own?
My husband is a partner, and then I have web designers and 2 online marketers that are partnering with me.
How much do you own?
I own 10% of the company.
You own 10%?
What was the rest?
Where's the other 90?
We all own 10%, and my husband owns the bigger chunk of.
Which is how much?
He owns 50%.
Why does your husband own a bigger chunk?
Because that's how we decided.
How happily married are you?
Incredibly happily married.
Why would you, who came up with this idea, give so much to your partner? Why?
He's worked with me and blood, sweat, and tears with me every day.
Do you have a prenuptial agreement?
No, we don't.
Oh.
We were half and half when we started, okay?
And you sold your piece to all these others, and you didn't take any from him?
The way that we worked the company is we wanted to make sure our family as a whole had the majority share, okay?
But to Kevin's point then, why do you each give away some of your shares?
I don't know.
I've had a bad history of speaking to people who don't have controlling of the company. I'm out.
Nikki, you know, I wish you owned more, but nevertheless, I'd like to make you an offer here. I'll give you $100,000 for 35%. Rarely, Nikki, do I not ask for control, because I'm a control freak.
Okay.
But I trust you. You know what you're doing.
You do.
And I can help you immensely in the toy space. Immensely.
Do you have the right to sell 35%, Nikki?
I have the right to do whatever I want with the company, yes. I had my eye on you when I came in here.
I have my eye on you.
Nikki, you are the first person ever to walk into the Shark Tank and actually be attracted to him.
You know what? He's got a tough exterior, but I'm a Southern girl, and I knew I could get him.
She's right.
He's blushing. He is blushing.
He really is.
Nikki, I've made you an offer. What are you going to do?
Nikki, just before you answer that. Mark, I see this as an internet logistics play. Would you be interested? I'd like to get in on this one with you. Would you be interested in putting up more money?
Absolutely.
Because I think really the key issue for me, it's a website, social media, I'm in that world, but I think you got to go faster than you're suggesting.
I agree 100%.
So Kevin's offering 100 for 35. I'm thinking we raise more money.
What do you have in mind?
I was thinking 200 or 250 for maybe 35 or 40.
I'd split 200 for 40.
Okay?
Well, you just knocked me out. I was going to offer a lot less. I'm out.
2 sharks are out. Nikki has an offer from Kevin for $100,000 for 35% of her company, and another from Robert and Mark for $200,000 for 40%.
I want you to know something about me. I am Mr. Toy. I sold my company to Mattel.
I know it.
I lived in Fisher-Price for a year. Those toys are my friends. I speak toy.
I just think you need more capital. You got to get going faster. That's going to be your only advantage.
And you need someone with internet hypergrowth experience.
Okay.
It wouldn't hurt to start partnering with some of the toy companies, let me tell you. And there's 2 that own 90%, and I know all their board members.
Mark and I are offering you $200,000
Okay.
for 40%.
Okay.
Mr. O'Leary's offering you $100,000 for 35%.
What are you going to do?
Nikki has two offers on the table. Robert and Mark have offered $200,000 for 40% of her company, while Kevin has offered $100,000 for 35%. But Nikki came in targeting Kevin for his experience with big toy companies.
Where are you at relationship-wise with Fisher Price and Mattel?
They're never going to forget me, put it to you that way.
Are you holding at your $100,000 for 35?
I'm thinking.
I don't know if you'd be willing to go up any more on your number without moving that percentage.
Well, I'll compete with myself. What do you want
She
from
wants
me?
you to bid against yourself.
Nikki, I don't think the relationship with the toy companies...
Oh, yeah? You don't think that matters?
No, hang on a sec. I never said it didn't matter. It's not critical to get going.
And somebody who's been through an online service
Okay.
that's built around subscriptions, someone who does business with Netflix and knows how they work, and other online services,
Okay.
that is what's going to get you over the top. We can get the door opening to Fisher Price or any toy company.
Once we have the customers, I mean, my company secures and services some of the largest internet sites in the world. Once we have the customers, trust me, there's no problem going to Mattel or these toy companies.
There's so many
They
guys
need
that
people to
provide
sell.
internet logistics services. There's a whole industry full of guys like this. Dime a dozen. I think I know exactly how to build this business and exactly how to exit it, which matters to you. That's how you actually make money.
I would like $200,000. If I was going to ask you guys if you'd consider 35% for $200,000.
Are you saying if I match their offer, you'll do the deal with me? Done. How about this? I like what this guy brings, so I'll split it with him.
I'll do that.
We have a deal.
Done.
Wow. You're out in the cold.
Robert, he cut you out.
Robert, I'm so sorry.
I'm very excited. This is a great idea.
Thank you so much.
I love it. Robert, you were the toy they were playing with for a little while, and she sent you back. And you found respect. You broke up with your potential partner without even looking at him. Give me someone that.
You know, it happened.
And you're joining toys with the devil.
You're a savage.
You got the steal of a lifetime.
Why did she like him? I've never seen anyone like him.
One of those mysteries of life.
Man, what it means for Toy Guru to be in business with Kevin and Mark is just, it's the perfect connections. I had my eye on Kevin when I walked in there. I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled. It's going to be great.
Last season, Jeff Cohen came into the Shark Tank with his healthy energy bars, Granola Gourmet. He left without a deal and some harsh words from Kevin O'Leary.
Jeff, let's be real. You went bankrupt, and no bank is going to loan you any money. To me, you're radioactive. I'm out.
Let's see what he's up to now.
Kevin O'Leary calling anybody radioactive on national TV would be devastating. But not for me. Granola Gourmet, this is Jeff. Nothing has driven me more than to prove Kevin wrong. Oh, so you're ready to place another order. Excellent. And make him eat his own words. Today we're doing a massive scale production run of about 80,000 energy bars for Safeway Corporation. That's $150,000 in retail sales. They're going to put our bars into about 500 stores nationally. Since the show, our sales have doubled. The outcry of support from all of the Shark Tank viewers was amazing. We have a number of vendors that we're doing business with that have given us credit where credit would not have been available otherwise. It's extremely validating when the big guys like Safeway and Bonds and Whole Foods put a product like ours on the store shelves. They're supporting small family-run businesses at a time when our country needs it the most.
He's bounced back. That shows you the power of Shark Tank and why they call me Mr. Wonderful. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to send him an invoice.
I know the Sharks missed out on a great opportunity, but I'm still very grateful for my experience on Shark Tank. I'm proof that you should never give up on your dreams.
My name is Matty Sallin, and I'm from San Francisco, California. By day, I'm a designer for a big software company, but in my spare time, I'm always coming up with new product ideas. My product is a device for the home, and it's going to change the way Americans start their day.
Annoying alarm clocks are a horrible way to start the day, so I've created something that'll make you actually look forward to waking up. My product takes a unique approach on waking up in the morning. It's pretty much the only one of its kind. I've taken my product as far as I can on my own. I need the expertise, the connections, and the money that the Sharks have to help me get this mass produced. That would be a dream come true of mine.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Matty Sallin, and my product is called Wake and Bacon. I'm asking for $40,000 in return for 20% equity. So while I was getting my master's degree at NYU University, I took an introductory electronics course where we had to make a device for the home. And I wanted to remake an alarm clock. And so I canvassed my fellow students, asking them what their ideal way to wake up was. Now, I can't say what the number one answer was on television, but the close second was the smell and taste of bacon. And so, inspired, I went home and I built the world's first alarm clock that actually wakes you up with bacon. Here's how it works. So, the night before, you open up the chamber and you put in a couple of slices of pre-cooked bacon, and then you set the alarm for, say, 7 a.m. The next morning at 6:50, the clock silently turns on, and it heats up the bacon to a crisp so that the smell is really strong and can wake up any bacon lover. You can then actually just roll over in bed, open it up, and eat the bacon yourself.
You can cook the bacon and then eat it.
That's right.
Shut up.
I'm serious. I built this and I thought it was a lark, so I posted it on my website, and Wake and Bacon went viral. I've been inundated with hundreds and hundreds of emails of people who are begging me to sell them one. And so with the money I'm asking for, I want to redesign this for mass production and get a functional prototype so that I can go pitch this to retail partners and manufacturing partners and investors. I've actually got an artist rendering of what it could look like if mass produced. Notice the hooves. And this is what it looks like with the tray open, and the cord is a little corkscrew. I thought of everything.
Can we try it?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've got some for you right now.
Hey, Matty, I love the face of the pig. Do you have a slogan for this or anything?
Rise and swine.
Oh, Lordy. Matty, how long does it take to cook?
It takes 10 minutes to reheat. So, Matty, what happens when we've sold 10,000 of these and the 10,001st catches on fire and burns the couple to death in their bed? Well, it has to be UL listed, which means it's safe for the home. For any I'm going to ask you, do you think they want an oven cooking bacon next to a bed? Well, you know, there's the Easy Bake Oven out there.
You're not next to somebody's bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You don't know where a kid's going to put the Easy Bake Oven. If they made it through that, then I'm sure that I can find a way to get this UL listed and safe for the home.
This is fantastic.
Do you have any idea of pricing? Do you know what your margins will be? So it'd be about $13 per unit.
I mean, you're asking for $40,000. So once you burn through the 40 to make the prototype, where's the money going to come from to sell it?
I want the money so that I can then pitch this to retail partners and manufacturing partners.
Matt, let me see if I get this right. This is a novelty item.
Yes.
You think you can sell how many units?
I'm not sure. I don't have a projection of how many units I could sell. At least throw out a forecast, say 1.26 million in the first quarter. Even if you're lying to me, at least that's interesting. You got no projections whatsoever. You got a pig box that's going to catch on fire and kill somebody. I'm going to be sued into the Stone Age. I'm out, but I'll give you $100 for the pig box.
Is the pig box for sale?
No, it's the only one I have.
Matty, I think your idea is whimsical, and it's a great novelty gift.
Thank you.
That's my compliment. I don't think anyone really wants to have bacon that close when they're waking up. I think they like smelling in the kitchen that Mom's making, so I'm out.
All right. I'm taking my piece of bacon and I'm out.
All right.
I like bacon.
Get on it. In or out?
I'm out.
All right.
Let me ask you this, Matty. What do you think the minimum production run is?
I think it's 10,000 is the lowest I can go.
So that means if your full cost for these is $15 a unit, basically?
$13 a unit, so it'd be $130,000.
Where is that money coming from?
That's where I need to partner with a retail partner or a manufacturing partner or an investor.
You
You're not going to put your name on this because I'm going to sue you into the Stone Age after my bed catches on fire.
I know how to buy insurance, so we can deal with that. The bigger problem that I have, literally, and being very interested is you needed $170,000. You only asked for 40.
I'm now asking for $170,000.
Mark, are you really interested in this?
I like the idea.
You really think cooking bacon bedside is a good idea?
It doesn't matter. If I had to guess, the percentage of people who would actually make bacon, I'd say 10%. And if I had to guess the number of people who would make bacon twice, I'd say 0%.
How many percent set the house on fire?
Well, that's what the point, though, is they're not going to use it to make bacon. This is going to be a present for Dad because it's so darn stupid.
And Mark Cuban puts his dough into stupid ideas? Is that what I'm hearing here today?
It's a gag gift. The problem is, I'm not going to put up the $130,000. That's the problem. Because of that, Matty, I'm out.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'll give you $200 for the pig box. Listen, I think I'm going to save children by doing that. We're going to put that in my museum of really bad ideas that can kill people. Okay, $300 for the pig box.
Maddie, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, Matty.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
I wonder if he has any extra bacon on him.
So basically, Mark, if you would have asked for $170,000, you were in.
I would have tried to get you guys involved, and I would have tried to sell y'all.
We would have both said no.
I'm very persuasive.
We slaughtered that one.
People love bacon, and bacon mania is sweeping the nation. I'm going to find a way to build Wake and Bacon and get it on every nightstand in America.
Next into the tank is Brian Spencer, who believes his product can be the next big trend in action sports.
That is so cool.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Gang. Wow.
Wow.
Way to go, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Hey guys, my name is Brian Spencer. I'm the founder and chief test pilot for Vertigo Pogo Sticks. And what we're looking for is $500,000 for 20% of the company. All these kids and adults that participate in things like BMX and motocross and stuff like that, they're always looking for the next big thing, the next sort of evolution of action sports. This could be that thing. We're going to show you a video right here of some of the stuff kids are doing around the world already. By the way, don't try this at home. It's not something that you should do unless you're professionals like these guys. Let's take a look.
Oh, cool. Oh, that is so cool.
Essentially what we've done is reinvented the pogo stick.
How many have you sold?
We've sold about 7,000.
Nobody's injured themselves?
Hey, you know, skateboards, people get hurt on skateboards. These are deceptively safe. And I say that because you're not dealing with speed. You're dealing with just going up and down.
And what's the typical retail price?
$330.
What's it cost to make it?
Costs about $100.
Obviously, there's other pogo sticks.
There's a competitor that uses rubber bands. The biggest pogo stick company in the world, by the way. They sell millions of pogo sticks every year. We plan on replacing them as the world's largest pogo stick manufacturer.
Is this a mass market product, or could you continue doing what you're doing, selling $300,000 to $400,000 a year, but making specialized more expensive? Because honestly, when you told me it was only $300 as a specialty product, that seemed cheap to me.
The same reason why most kids don't buy a $5,000 mountain bike. You know, their parents buy them a $500 BMX bike. In order to make money with this, we do have to approach the masses.
Why don't you stay in that space, own it, make fantastic margins,
We're going to do
and
both.
build them in California, and
We're
be
gonna do
happy
both.
with that? I mean, the strategy where you want to go compete and sell it in toy stores and have mass distribution is a completely different business.
Look, I'll just tell you, you can be a victim of your own success. I mean, when you're cool and hip, I bring you down to a Mavs game.
We already are cool and hip.
Right, see, that's the point. When you go mass market, you lose a little bit of that. To be able to maintain your coolness and segregate into an entire different type of company that goes mass market, and to do it with, you know, $500,000 only, that's not an easy task.
Listen, you got billions of dollars of investors on this side of these tables. Everybody's in sync on the same place. They don't see your vision for the low end. What's the matter with you? Don't you see it?
As I'm listening to you guys, I agree. It's hard not to agree.
I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see the price of these things go up by 100%, by $600.
I keep telling people that, and people say, no, you got to go mass market, but I'm
No,
like,
you don't.
It's nothing short of a miracle that some kid didn't get killed on this already. Now, maybe I'm a protective mom. Granted, I am.
Well,
Okay?
if it's not mother approved, that's good
No
for us.
kidding. I'm out.
Here's where I'm at. Once you bring one of us in, especially this guy, right, then all of a sudden it's not about cool,
No, you gotta
it's
make
not
some money.
about anything else, it's about cash.
Well, coming to the Sharks, I was expecting, you know, for the mentality to be more mass market. We've got to sell a ton of these things and make $1 million
It's even
bucks.
worse, O'Brien, it's even worse. Be you. When you try to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. That's why I'm out.
Right? I don't want to crush the pogo guys. I just want to make money.
Yeah.
You should get out there, bring out the Boost at $1,200. Every kid and his dog is going to want one. They're going to figure out how to sell their sister to buy it, and you're going to make an obscene profit. But I'm not going to give you $500,000. I'm out.
I have to sound like the rest of the guys. The product is great. You're doing sales. You don't need us. I'm out.
Okay. Brian, you're the ultimate in cool. Cool product, your hair's cool, you got the whole look. Everybody's right. The minute you try to go mass market, it's a guy in a suit selling in Wall Street. I wish I was involved in some way, but I'm out. Can I buy that one before you go today?
Sure. Make you a special deal. $1,200.
Yeah. You're a shark.
All right, Brian.
All right, Brian, appreciate it, buddy. Good luck with everything.
Well, the Sharks didn't give me a deal, but they gave me some great advice. I love what they told me about, maintaining that position as the creme de la creme in the industry.
Next into the Shark Tank is Joe Moore with a unique solution to protect against germs and allergens.
Hi, my name is Joe Moore. I am the president and CEO of the First Defense Nasal Screen Corporation, and I'm seeking $500,000 for 10% of my company. Every day, people flood emergency rooms, doctors' offices, and pharmacies seeking relief from inhaling contaminated air. And 1 out of every 5 commercials on TV today is about the treatment of nasal allergies. That's why I invented First Defense Nasal Screens. First Defense Nasal Screens are the first and only lightweight, non-inserted, almost non-visible nasal screen ever invented, and they have been clinically proven to reduce the inhalation of allergens, pollens, pollutions, pet danders, molds, viruses, and more by up to 99%. And the next time you're faced with unhealthy, contaminated air, remember, don't get sick, just peel and stick. Thank you. Any questions?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I just know that, like I said, how big this really is.
$500,000 for 10% of the company. How many have you sold?
Actually, right now, about 1.7 million.
1.7 million units or 1.7 million in total sales?
1.7 million units.
And let's just sell them for.
A wholesale was 60 cents.
So your sales last year were how much, Joe?
Actually, we haven't gone to market yet.
Sorry, I'm confused.
Wait a minute.
If you haven't gone to market, how have you sold 1.7 million?
Actually, we have one big client out of the United Arab Emirates that has actually put in their first order and given us a contract for $8 million over the next 6 years.
So you have an order for $8 million?
Yes, sir.
Right now?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I have the contract right here.
That's a prepared man right there. Good for you.
Thank you, sir.
All of a sudden you don't look that funny with that stuff stuck up your nose. Can I see that?
Yes, you can.
You know, you don't sound like the bozo I thought you were.
Yeah.
Is this a product that perhaps is going to be very popular in other societies where face masks are more prominent than they're here stateside?
Definitely. This is a worldwide product.
Because, I mean, you know, you're wearing them right now. I can see them. It's probably an issue for many people that are going to look at that and say, what have you got stuck up your nose?
May I see the actual product?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Robert?
The distributor guarantees that he'll order am I reading this correctly, 1,500,000 sets?
Yes, sir. That's for Saudi Arabia alone. They've already ordered those.
And how much is he guaranteeing you?
He's guaranteeing me the $8 million over the next 6 years.
How does the filter work?
Basically, how the filter works is as you breathe in, it's a non-woven material, so it closes, and as you breathe out, it flushes itself.
Does it stop viruses, bacterial elements?
It does.
What's to stop you from taking the germs in through your mouth?
That's a great question. 90% of the air we breathe goes through our nasal passages. Also, viruses do not grow in the mouth, the esophagus, or lining the stomach. They grow in the nasal passage.
Is there a patent that protects this?
Yes, sir. I have. We have a patent pending in the United States, Canada, and Europe, and have been for 3 years.
And what would you use the money for?
The money for right now is so that I can keep producing it because of the raw materials I have to buy up front.
So basically, you need the $500,000 to make the order.
Correct.
Okay, tell me if I'm putting these in right. So I just take it.
The best way to do it, put it on your finger like a contact, touch your nasal passage, slide it around the outside, slide it around the inside.
Joe, let me ask you a question. Why not just go license it to one of the big drug companies?
Because I did that originally. I went to one of the biggest in the United States, and they told me we were actually a competitor, and if they took the product, they would shelf it. Because why would they prevent it for $1 when they could treat it for 14?
How much money have you put into this? I mean,
We have almost $1 million into this
and
product.
where'd that money come from?
About $600,000 of it was mine, the rest is from friends and family.
I think I have a very hard time understanding at all what the product is about unless you have these big photos with the noses and unless you're standing there pitching it. Because I think the cost of educating people is the big kahuna here. Joe, based on that, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm intrigued, I gotta tell you. Let me throw an offer out to you. I'll give you the $500,000, and I want a 15% royalty on every unit sold until I recoup my $500,000.
Okay, just the royalty, no equity?
Are you kidding? Of course I want the equity. I took the risk. Now, here's my equity. I want 20%. You have an offer from me. What do you want to do?
I would definitely like to hear what everybody else has to say.
They're not interested. They're not interested.
They never told me they were out.
Because of their silence. You know they're not interested.
Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. But we can work together on this.
Okay, you got a deal.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like how cuddly they are, but I want to give you $800,000 for 30% with 10% royalty.
Oh, come on. Screw that. I'll give you $1 million for the whole company right now.
I can appreciate, and I appreciate the offer, I really do, but I would definitely...
You just turned down $1 million.
Yes, sir. I couldn't take $1 million. I know that this is a billion-dollar industry.
Is there a number you would take to sell the whole company?
Without a royalty, no. With a royalty, very possibly, yes.
What's the royalty?
I believe that with the statistics and the research we've done, the royalty would have to be 10%.
Wow.
And then what's the number on the company?
I would like to stay part of it, to be honest with you, because it's my passion. I'm going to show you something. I am a cancer survivor. I'm a cancer survivor. By the time I was 19 years old, I've been through the Army, I've been through the Marine Corps, I've been halfway around the world. I fought all my life and doing different things. I believe in this more than anything else because I've gotten testimonials of people say, you've changed my life. You've changed the quality of my life.
I'll give you $1 million. I want 30% of the company, also 10% royalty until I recoup the money.
Joe, I'll give you $2 million for the whole business and the 10% royalty you asked for back to you.
I just love this whole thing. We're about to make you a millionaire just like that.
But I have 3 offers and I'm kind of confused. I'd like to have them a little bit more clear if I can.
The first offer was $500,000 for 20% equity. You're still the 80% owner. And my partner, Mark, and I apply a 15% royalty just till we get our $500,000 back. That's all. Then that royalty... Excuse me. Before you start, let me finish with one thought that's going to stick in the back of your mind. There's only 2 sharks here that have ever sold a company for over $1 billion. I'm one, Cuban's the other guy. All right? It's billions. B. Everybody else is an M. Millions. Small, big. Big difference. You want the billion-dollar partners, not the small fry.
I've sold billions worth of product and still doing it now, actually in Asia right now. So I have the offer of $1 million, 30% of the company, and the same royalty fee, but less than theirs. 10% royalty until I'm recouped the money.
Joe, fundamentally, first difference in the 3 offers is, one is to sell your whole business. My offer is $2 million for the entire business. You get a 10% royalty. You're the guy that runs it. Any interest in selling the entire business today, which is the road that I'm trying to go down?
Not for $2 million.
Would you go to $4 million?
Joe has 3 offers on the table.
Any interest in selling the entire business today?
Not for $2 million.
One is the largest sum of money offered in Shark Tank history.
Would you go to $4 million?
I would consider taking the very first deal you were offered. You own 80% of the company. We only get 20, all right? We're not pigs. We're sharks. We just want our money back.
Is that your final offer?
But think about it. We're leaving you with 80% of the upside.
I understand that.
So you're going to make a lot more than $4 million down the road with us as partners.
I understand that. I understand that. That's why I haven't said yes. That's why I'm...
Joe, are you going to sell this business today or not?
Possibly. Very possibly. I believe that the $4 million is a little low, but I think we're very close. I think if you went to $5 million and 15%, and whether you want me as an employee, which I would really like to do with an employee contract, because I want my royalty to be as much as I can.
I can get my mind around the 4. I can't go up to the 5.
So I'm out.
Dang.
Listen, will you excuse us for a moment?
Okay.
So listen, it's a very simple discussion amongst us. Very often, the best strategy is to take a competitor like you, even though sometimes I find you distasteful. I say bring him into the deal at our price. Get him back out of this.
What do you think, DJ?
But we need to go up on the equity. You guys wanted 20%.
That's interesting. Fine,
Well,
bring
no.
him in for a third and go up to 25.
Well, no, I think you gave away the farm. It was so un-Kevin-like when you said 15% only until we get our money back.
Once we bring Damon into our tent, and we're the only offer left, we can change our deal. So what do you want to do? Okay, before you say anything, you know the currents constantly change in the rough waters of the Shark Tank. That's why I love this place. Your enemies become your friends become your enemies, and sometimes they bite you in the hiney, and sometimes they don't. So what's happened is Damon has decided to join Mark and I into one offer. Now, it's great news for you because there's going to be more money. But I'll let my partner, Mark, explain exactly how great it is for you.
Okay, so what we're going to do is raise our offer to $750,000, and then we're going to ask for 30% of the company and a 10% perpetual royalty. That's our offer.
I would consider your offer. The only thing I would ask you to do is if you go to 1.2 million, for the simple reason, that will give me enough to fill my first order.
We don't have to do that because if we own a piece of the company, we're your partners and we have to finance it, but we don't have to pay for it right now.
If you need more money to fund new orders and grow the company, you think we're going to let our equity disappear because we couldn't fund a new order? Of course not. So you get us without giving up any more equity with this deal.
Don't sell yourself short.
Joe, listen.
Joe, you got to say yes or no.
Life is like business. It's 20% what happens to you and 80% how you respond. You have a moment right now to take this deal. Will you take it?
Does it come with season tickets?
Absolutely.
Then you got a deal.
Amen.
Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to working together.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good job, Joe.
Thank you.
Great job.
Pleasure meeting you.
Think about that. That's remarkable. I just offered a guy $4 million, which is about as high
But that's
as
the
that
beauty of
thing
this
goes.
show. This guy we've never seen before walked in and had the choice to be a millionaire.
And he stuck with
And
it.
he stuck to his guns, and he believed in himself. And that's what makes this country great.
I feel warm and fuzzy. I just made some money.
I would have to say to turn down $4 million was probably something I never thought I'd say I did. It was something I never thought I'd do. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I still got $750,000, and I still own 70% of the next biggest thing that this world's ever seen.
Next time on Shark Tank.
This is the first time we've ever had children.
We're gonna look for a little more money.
Oh, Barbara, I got something special for you, baby girl.
I'd like to hear more about it.
I'm feeling the magic there, Barbara.
I'm going to buy the whole company. I'm going to fire you.
You raised $600,000 and you never thought about licensing this?
The star power that I have.
You have no star power. You're awful.
Wait till you see what hidden cameras catch tonight on an all-new What Would You Do starting now. This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs come seeking an investment from the sharks. 5 powerful self-made investors worth billions. Last season, the Sharks invested over $5 million in products and businesses. This season, the stakes are even higher.
Would you go up to $4 million?
And the Sharks are even richer.
What if I offered you $1.25 million?
Hey, Mark, when I become a billionaire, can I negotiate with people like that?
In the tank, the Sharks are ready to invest using their own money.
Is there a number you would take to sell the whole company? One check.
You don't have $1 million business yet.
But only for the right person with the right business.
I know that this is a billion-dollar industry.
And if the Sharks hear a good idea, they'll fight each other for a piece of it.
Mark, you're saying screw the other sharks.
Yep.
That's kind of a bully, look at me, I'm the big guy in the schoolyard tactic, and I don't like to play that way.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I believe in this more than anything else.
I had my eye on you when I came in here.
We're about to make you a millionaire just like that.
Who are the Sharks? Kevin O'Leary knows how to make money. He started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran. This fiery real estate mogul turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John turned rags to riches with his clothing brand FUBU, which has grossed over $6 billion in worldwide retail sales. Robert Herjavec, the son of a factory worker turned technology mogul, sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And tonight, Mark Cuban, this self-made billionaire, started out as a paperboy and now is a media mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is Nikki Pope with a money-saving idea to help parents entertain their kids.
I'm Nikki Pope. I live in Los Angeles, California, and my company is Toy Guru. Look what I have! Yay! I have 13 nieces and nephews, and they absolutely love playing with toys. I call them my playtime professionals. The problem is they get bored with those toys really quickly. That is what inspired me and my husband to create Toy Guru. Toy Guru offers a cost-effective way not only for parents to declutter their homes, but to keep their kids challenged and entertained. My husband and I don't have any kids yet, but we would definitely like to, and an investment from the Sharks would mean that we would have the stability we need to start a family of our own. My dream for my company is that every family who has children who love to play with toys will use Toy Guru, and I really hope the Sharks will help make that happen. Hi guys, my name is Nikki. My company is Toy Guru, and I am asking for $100,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. Toy Guru solves a problem that millions of families face every day. I have 11 brothers and sisters, and I am lucky enough to have 13 outstanding nieces and nephews, all under the age of 8. One thing that I've noticed is that my siblings are purchasing toy after toy for their kids. Their playrooms, their living rooms, their bedrooms are cluttered with toys that were purchased, played with for a few weeks, and now are left completely untouched. Toy Guru solves that problem and more. My company is the Netflix for toys. Consumers can go to my website, pick a plan that's right for them, fill their wish list with toys that they would like to receive, and I ship those toys right to their door. The great thing about my company is, when their kids get bored with or outgrow those toys, they just throw them in the box, use the return label that we provided, send them back to us, and we send them their next box of toys.
Can I just see your snail? I just want to see what the quality is like.
Absolutely.
And how many toys are in your catalog?
We have over 300 different types of toys.
What is the servicing of it? You know, the toys come back. Obviously, kids are not the cleanest, so you got drool on the toys, you have bed bugs.
Would they have pee-pee and poo-poo on the toys?
Maybe. There has to be a process. People have to be hired to do this.
With our company, the cleaning is the most important, and so the toy gets sanitized.
And you shrink wrap it?
And we shrink wrap it every time.
Who else is doing this, Nikki?
There is not another company that is doing this.
So, Nikki, what about damage?
In 6 months, we had 0 toys that we had to completely replace. If a child does break the toy, we sell it to the member at a discounted cost.
Nikki, walk us through your business model. How do you make money?
All of our members obviously pay a monthly membership fee. We have plans that start at $35 a month, and they go all the way up to $89 a month.
It's a lot.
$35 a month?
Right.
And how many families pay you that?
We did a soft launch with 500 members. It was basically like a test launch. They were all paying $42 a month for a box of toys that's worth over $200.
So you're saying basically it costs them about $500 a year.
Exactly, which is great because the average family spends anywhere between $1,200 and $1,400 a year.
And tell me again, the cost per toy box that you ship was $200, did you say? And what's your cost on the toys that you're shipping?
On the box of toys, it's going to be anywhere between $50 to $85, $90.
2.5 months you break even in customer.
That's exactly right.
Nikki, how do you scale it up? How do you make this a big business?
All we need is more marketing, more exposure. In the small amount of time that we had our 500 customers just by word of mouth, we got a waiting list of over 1,000 people ready to
Nikki, I think that's a great idea. Let me ask you this. If the business begins to grow, does it suck up a ton of cash?
Nikki, for every $1 million of sales, how much do I have to put in to buy inventory of toys?
Just in toys?
Just in toys, $64,000. That's going to cover a year of toys.
Okay, Nikki, I've heard enough. The problem is, you don't have $1 million business yet. You're asking me to pay you as if your business is worth $1 million, and it's not. But I want to be an investor in it. You have a good idea. This is interesting. So, this is a leap of faith for me because I have to think you're going to grow this thing. Do you have any partners? You're doing this on your own?
My husband is a partner, and then I have web designers and 2 online marketers that are partnering with me.
How much do you own?
I own 10% of the company.
You own 10%?
What was the rest?
Where's the other 90?
We all own 10%, and my husband owns the bigger chunk of.
Which is how much?
He owns 50%.
Why does your husband own a bigger chunk?
Because that's how we decided.
How happily married are you?
Incredibly happily married.
Why would you, who came up with this idea, give so much to your partner? Why?
He's worked with me and blood, sweat, and tears with me every day.
Do you have a prenuptial agreement?
No, we don't.
Oh.
We were half and half when we started, okay?
And you sold your piece to all these others, and you didn't take any from him?
The way that we worked the company is we wanted to make sure our family as a whole had the majority share, okay?
But to Kevin's point then, why do you each give away some of your shares?
I don't know.
I've had a bad history of speaking to people who don't have controlling of the company. I'm out.
Nikki, you know, I wish you owned